0. Very excited about this. He also says his class rank is I have a dream. Clubs and organizations. That keeps cutting out. I keep thinking if I back up, it'll help. Colleges applied and accepted to University of Missouri. So you're leaving Texas. Oh, Tucker. Majoring in accounting. Tucker says his favorite event is pommel horse and his best event is bean, which really doesn't add up. Okay. Favorite moment on the team, he says, was at Carter's team dinner last year, and his dad grows Carolina Reapers in the backyard. When game day won, he said, "Oh, this is not hot at all. These are peppers, not reapers." 5 to 10 minutes later, Gabe was laying on the grass suffering. Spicy foods will do that to you. Most memorable moment, Tucker says, freshman year in the hotel at State, he, Preston, Seth, they all got stuck in the elevator. Ever since, he's afraid to take the elevator and Tucker will take the stairs. Tucker says what he will miss most about this sport is the conversations over at rings every day, which are classified. I guess I won't ever know what goes on over there. The most useful thing Tucker has learned is to never give up. When it gets hard and you get stuck on something, it will pay off in the end. When asked, do you want to add anything else, Tucker says, thank you, Coach, for everything these past 4 years, and happy birthday to Gage. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, this is Josh. Josh has a GPA of 4.3, class rank of 258. School clubs and organizations. He is the co-founder of Rockwall University. Still not sure what that is. Colleges he has been applied to and accepted into every school he's applied to, which is Texas Tech, Texas State, Oklahoma State, Tarleton, UNT, etc. That's a big school. Undecided on his major, but he will be attending Texas Tech. Josh's favorite event is pommel horse. His best event is also pommel horse. Favorite moment on the team, Josh says, whenever the Josh face was a thing during his sophomore year. Josh, can you make the Josh face? This is the Josh face. You could have been on Zoolander. Most memorable moment on the team, he says, when I joined this team my sophomore year, winning state that year at our home gym and being able to compete all 3 days as a sophomore will forever stick with me. When asked what will he miss most, Josh says, the bond we all have in and out of this gym and the culture that makes us more into brothers than just teammates. I will also miss Coach and the overall experience of Rockwall High School Gymnastics. When asked the most useful thing he's learned, Josh says, I've learned that when we create a brotherhood in the culture, we're amazing as a team, and it's not always about winning. It's about knowing you did your best and having a team that backs you up. When asked anything else you'd like to add, Josh says he plans to continue doing gymnastics after high school at Texas Tech University with their club team. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Josh Preston. We have Brett Collins. Okay, this is Brett. Brett has a GPA of 4.6. He says his class rank is not bad. School clubs and organizations, he's part of the fishing team and, of course, also gymnastics. Colleges, Texas Tech. Oh, that's OU. The dots threw me off. OU. And Auburn. He plans to major in finance. Josh's favorite event is vault. His best event is also vault. And if you don't know this already, he's been injured. He's very hopeful to get back into vault for the postseason. Favorite moment on the team, Brett says, when we got pulled over on the way to the camping trip. When Will got pulled over on the way to the camping trip. Most memorable moment, he says, High Bar at State 2023. What was it about High Bar that year? Stuck his landing, yeah. Big time High Bar routine from Brett. When asked what will you miss most, he says, my amazing coach and amazing team. The most useful thing he's learned, he says, you are capable of way more than you think you are. When asked, is there anything else you'd like to add, he says, rings is the worst event, and they are always still. Yeah! There's always an ongoing feud between high bar and rings, and then also rings and pommel horse. I don't know, rings, I guess they pick on the other events. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brent Collins. So before we get started, all the athletes got these glasses and the socks. Trey got one additional gift, and it's from the PBAR judge. He scored a perfect 10, and the judge wanted you to have this. Yeah! All right, Trey Lopez. His GPA is 4.46, class rank of 209. School clubs and organizations, he is also part of the Weather Club. Colleges, attending the University of Oklahoma. Majoring in business marketing. Trey's favorite event is high bar, his best event is P-bars. Favorite moment on the team is when Dean snuck out of the hotel room freshman year. Now let me explain this. Dean did not sneak out of the hotel room freshman year. But what did actually happen, if you've been with me long enough, you know that I tape their doors, and I go back the next morning. If the tape is ripped or it's unstuck, I know that somebody went in and out of that room. In 15 years of doing that, I have never seen the tape tampered with, ever. The tape on one of the rooms was ripped this year. And Dean was in that room, and the joke was that Dean snuck out and went somewhere. And if anybody here knows Dean, he's one of the last people you would think would try anything like that. So that's why it's so funny. It's just like, that would never happen. But just to reassure everyone, I actually did go to the hotel staff, had them look up security cameras, and like, none of my guys went in the hallway. I was very concerned about it, because I was willing to sit Dean out if he really did sneak out. But of course, he did not. Anyways, funny moment, yes. Most memorable moment, Trey says, is sticking his full twisting double back at the state meet last year, and then the team picked him up into the air. That's when we knew we had won state for the third time in a row. When asked what will you miss most, Trey says the brotherhood of this team. The most useful thing Trey has learned is that I've learned many things, including teamwork, dedication, and resilience. When asked if there's anything else you'd like to add, Trey says, I've had an amazing high school gymnastics experience that I will never forget. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Trey Lopez. 4.52, class rank of 192. School clubs and organizations, he used to be a part of orchestra, still a part of NHS and Weather Club. Colleges, applied to, accepted to. Oh, I'm so sorry, let's get your mom in here. So sorry. Colleges, OU, Texas Tech, A&M, UT, Rockwall University. He says he has been accepted to all of these colleges except for Rockwall University. I guess it's a very prestigious college. Plans on majoring in computer science. James's best event is rings, and his favorite event is rings. When asked what's your favorite moment on the team, James says playing Wii Sports at the hotel last season, and watching Carter and Jordan make goofy jump shots in basketball with the controller. I remember a little bit of that. That was a goofy evening there. Most memorable moment, James says, finding out that we won our third state title and giving Coach Sweeney a big hug afterwards. We're talking about way afterwards. I remember that. I do. When asked what will you miss most, he says, all the friends I've made, all the people he's connected with throughout his time in this sport. The most useful thing James has learned is that hard work and discipline can carry you anywhere. It doesn't matter how hard a task is if you have the mental ability to overcome it. When asked anything else you'd like to add, James says, it's been a great time on this team, and I wouldn't take it back for anything. I literally do not have any regrets. Ladies and gentlemen, this is James. Favorite event is floor, best event is rings. Favorite moment on the team, Drew says, when Tyson makes us move the floor every meet. Tyson likes to make sure that floor is perfect, doesn't she? Yes, she does. Most memorable moment, Drew says, winning state for my first time in 2022. When asked what will you miss most, he says team dinners. They have a lot of team dinners. They do about 5 or 6 a year. The most useful thing Drew has learned is give it all you have and with everything you do. When asked, is there anything else you'd like to add? He quotes Jordan Ware. He says, the worst thing the trainer can say is go back to practice. think this is one of those inside jokes. Seems to me that would be the best thing the trainer would say, and that's probably why it's a joke. But anyways, all right, this is the Watkins family joining Jacob. Jacob has a GPA of 4.7614. His class rank is 106. School clubs and organizations, he is part of the National Honor Society. Excuse me. Jacob has been accepted to Texas A&M University. Plans to major in mechanical engineering. His favorite event is pommel horse. His best event is pommel horse and P-bars. Favorite moment on the team. Jacob says, freshman year, team camping trip, they got flooded by rain, and they were trying to keep their tents from blowing away. I was not a part of that trip, but I heard all about it. Most memorable moment, Jacob says, is when they found out they won state for the 3rd time in a row. When asked, what will you miss most? Jacob says, I will miss practicing with the team every day and being in this atmosphere. The most useful thing Jacob's learned is to persevere through any struggle, be a good team leader, and be a good friend. When I asked Jacob, is there anything else you'd like to add? He says, I'm really thankful for Coach Sweeney and the community that he has worked so hard to grow. I am grateful for my family's support these last 6 years. Jacob, I'm grateful as well. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Watkins. Has a GPA of 4.7. Is a part of NHS and Weather Club. He plans on attending Tarleton State University. Major minor studies, he says majoring in mechanical engineering. Dean's favorite event is floor, and his best event is also floor. Favorite moment on the team, Dean says playing hot seat at the hotel last year in the state championships. Hot seat, what is hot seat? Too complicated, too complicated. Okay. Most memorable moment, when they won their very first state championship. When asked what he will miss most, he says the atmosphere of the team. The most useful thing he's learned, he says, is being good at something takes a lot of your time, a lot of your effort, but it is worth it. When asked if there's anything else you'd like to add, he says, I'm grateful I got to spend 6 years with an amazing coach. Well, Dean, I'm grateful for my time with you as well. Thank you, everybody. This is Dean Reed. All right, Noah has a GPA of 4.7115. That puts him in a class rank of 123. Our senior class is 673. Clubs and organizations, Noah is part of NHS, Weather Club, YMSL, Young Men's Service League, Baylor Scott and White Hospital Intern, and Unity Club. Excuse me. Colleges he's been applying to and accepted to is going to UT Austin. Through Take the World by the Horns program in Denmark. Major and minor studies, sports medicine, undergrad, and a med school afterwards. Noah's favorite event is rings and the secret events. What are the secret events? Oh, they're listed under. Secret events are perpendicular bars. Oh, okay. His best event is also rings. Oh, there's more on the, here we go. The vertical bar, rope, chalking up. Wrist bear. What is wrist bear? Oh, it's flirting. Okay, it's flirting. Okay, favorite moment on the team, he says playing pool in the hotel lobby at state his freshman year, and pre-meet traditions and always beating out the competition. When asked most memorable moment, Noah says Chase's captain speech freshman year, especially his quote of, if you don't love it here, leave, you're in the wrong sport. What you'll miss the most, Noah says, seeing my best friends, especially the rings team, every day. I'm glad I met Little Eli, Big Nick, and Little Nick. The most useful thing he has learned, not every problem is something you can force with strength. They require technique and precision. And it's often easier to learn it with technique than it is just brute force. I added those last words on my own, but that's absolutely true. When asked anything else you would like to add, Noah says, I and all of my fellow seniors have never lost a meet, and none. That looked like an H. I thought it was forward. I've never lost a meet, and none plan to. Let's go for 4 for 4, like Wendy's. At state this year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Christian. This is Elijah Tomasino. Elijah has a GPA of 4.97, class rank of 53. Eli is involved in Weather Club. He was a co-founder. He's involved in NHS, Spanish Club, and Interact Club. Colleges, A&M. He is committed to A&M University. Plans to major in business. His favorite event is Readings. His best event is Pommel Horse. I may disagree with that. Favorite moment on the team, Eli says Carter's team dinner. This must have been a great event. Carter's team dinner, where Gage ate, it's the same story. So if Gage Williams is here, he made quite an impact at that team dinner. A little more of the story, Eli says he was messed up for about an hour. Most memorable moment, everybody packing into one hotel room to play games at the state championships to enjoy it last year. When asked what will you miss most, Eli says the escape and comfort this sport brings, regardless of what's going on outside of the gym. And little Eli. The most useful thing Eli says he's learned is to appreciate the time that you have with these people, because there will never be another time for life like this. When I ask Eli if there's anything else he wants to add, he says everyone wanted to know what we would do if we didn't win state again. I guess we'll never know. That's what he said. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Eli Tomasino. Preston Hunter. Preston Thomas Hunter. All right, this is Preston. Preston is also our team captain. I want to point that out. That's why I saved him for last. Preston's GPA is 5.002. His class rank is unreal. It's a Fortnite reference. School clubs and organizations. Preston is part of Weather Club, Varsity Orchestra, Spanish Club, and NHS. Colleges, Texas A&M University, and he's attending Texas A&M. Ingham. Majoring in meteorology. Preston's favorite event, I didn't read this yet, is mushroom. You know, it's funny, it probably really is. He does circles anywhere and everywhere. On the vault, on the floor, mushroom, pommel horse, but he doesn't compete a lot of pommel horse. His best event is high bar. Favorite moment on the team, Preston says, when we were on the camping trip, and he ran into the thunderstorm at 6 a.m. to grab their tent orange juice. Later, Trey sat on one of them and spilled it all over his pillow. It was the first night, so he had to spend the rest of the camping trip sleeping on an orange juice-soaked pillow. Most memorable moment, Preston says, the feeling after the first time they won state, and the bus ride back, and the celebration at the harbor. Oh, that was a fun time. You know, it's interesting, we didn't have a dinner reservation, and our team was too big, so we just went. Everyone went to the harbor and anywhere and everywhere, and that was actually a lot of fun. That was great. When asked what is the most useful thing you've learned, Preston says, gymnastics has taught me how to push myself, how to motivate not just myself, but the people around me as well. And most importantly, how to lead. When asked what will you miss most, he says, I will miss being able to see my teammates and best friends every day. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Preston says, I'm very thankful for the opportunities gymnastics has given to me, and I would not be the same without them. Thank you, Preston. Ladies and gentlemen, Preston Hunter.